Hello everyone, so here we are.
We are here to answer some of your questions. We got a lot of questions on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube.
I think we got about like 65 questions, counting like till 10 p.m. from yesterday.
Last night?
From last night.
Okay.
So there's still more and it's still coming. We just want to say thank you to all of you and we'll see how this goes.
Okay.
So we have picked like 10 questions. And also at the same time, just to let you know, there are a lot of repetitions or similar kind of questions. So if one of your questions is skipped, please don't mind.
We'll do our best.
We'll do our best. And let's see. If this video goes well, we'll do part 2 also.
All right.
I think there are a lot of things to talk. So roll the questions.
Okay, so the first question is from Ailmong Elias War on Instagram.
Okay.
And it's the question that we get most often, which is?
How did we meet?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, we always get that question.
Actually, we already did the video on this.
We did.
But we did before COVID, 2019.
Well, the answer hasn't changed.
Yeah. All right, go for it.
I was teaching in Thailand at an international school, and you were volunteering at this school. And I didn't really pay any attention to you. You were short, and I stupidly thought, oh, he's in college.
There you go.
And I just had no reason to pay attention to you, so I didn't. But all of a sudden, one day, everything changed, boom, boom, boom. And that day, I went outside to talk to you during my break, and I was reading I Am Malala from one of my classes, and you came up and started speaking to me, which is what I wanted. So thank you for doing what I wanted you to do.
Well, I did the first move, huh?
I was in position. I'll say that. Yeah.
I think I'll just give a more context because what you said.
You have to give your side.
I think you moved to Bangkok in 2011. I went to Bangkok in 2014, and that is where we met. We met in Bangkok, Thailand.
Yes.
And the year that we met was in
14,
the end of 2014.
Yeah.
And I think we really started talking at the beginning of 2015.
Right.
And then I proposed to you. I mean, we started a relationship by May of 2015.
Yeah.
And then we got engaged in November of 2015 again.
Yeah.
And then we got married in 2016.
In April.
In my village.
So it was quite fast.
Yeah.
We were we were 30 when we got married. We were both 30.
Yeah.
When we got married.
So just to summarize, we met in 2014, we got engaged in 2015, and then we got married in 2016 when we both were 30 years old.
Yeah. I think that answers the question. I wanted to be younger when I got married. Did you?
I felt like 30 was good for me.
Really?
Yeah. Because like me coming from the village, and like from this part of the world,
right,
the beginning is always slow. So
right.
I started my education slow. I started like getting to know about the world a little bit late. Started to be more responsible a little bit late, you know. So by the time I'm like 25, 26, that's when I realized, oh man, like I have to be now.
I'm an adult.
More serious. I have to take care of myself. So
yeah.
I met you when I was 28. I proposed to you when I was 29, and then boom. Got married when I was 30.
My parents got married when they were 20. So 30 feels late, just when I compare to them. And a lot of my friends got married right out of college. So I am a little bit jealous. I wish we had been able to, I'm serious, to get married earlier. Maybe we wouldn't have been ready.
No.
But I still feel like, I wish I had more time.
All right.
At the beginning.
I hope that answers your question.
The next question is from T. Atto Kezo.
Oh, that's my friend, Atto. Oh, I used to call him Tipto. He's my friend from high school.
Okay, so he said, this question is for my dear friend Worchi. Do you still remember the time we spent during school days at Rosebud? If so, share a little bit regarding our friendship and the things we loved to do back then. And don't forget to mention our favorite songs.
Well, Ato, thanks for the question. We call him Tiptoe.
Tiptoe?
Tiptoe.
Like walking very softly?
I don't know. He's from Jakasang community, so I think Ato and we started being friends when we were in grade 7.
And in Shillong?
In Shillong. So Rosebud School, that's in Shillong. And I know we still have like more other friends from Rosebud, but Ato used to be in another school. The school is called Brookside. But then we like a little bit close by, you know. Then when grade 7, I think grade 7 or grade 8, he joined our school. So that's when we really started to
become good friends.
My friend Ato is like very good in guitar.
Really?
Oh, very good.
So I've heard about this guy.
I think I told you.
And you were in a band with him?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I didn't know how to play guitar, So this Tiptoe, he will force me. And also there's another friend called Nokma. He's from Nokma Chamir. He's an Ao guy. So he will teach both of us. So this Ato is like very good. So Ato made me play the bass. That's
He taught you.
He taught me.
Thank you, Ato.
So I think the song that we always sang in, like we sang every Children's Day. Every Teacher's Day. And then whenever there's a class 10 farewell. So every time we will sing.
4 of you?
I mean 3 of us.
3 of you.
And sometimes we recruit like a part-time drummer. And even I think I remember with Ato, we went to Jakasang, Shillong Jakasang Freshers Meet. So that was like, I don't know, was that in 2002, 2003-ish, I think. 2003.
I want to ask Ato to share his memories of you. That's what I'm interested in, right? Because I didn't know you until you were an adult. I would love to hear those memories.
He also taught me Nakamis. And also he took me to Dimapur in 2003?
While you were in school?
Yeah, class 9. He took me Dimapur.
Is that where he was from?
Yes. I believe they live somewhere in 5th Mile or 4th Mile. So we spent our summer there.
So that was your first time in Dimapur?
I mean, whenever we go to Shillong, we pass by, you know, but never like...
Your first time to actually spend time in Dimapur?
Yes. So we were friends till high school, and then also we still hang out together class 11, 12, but then we went different roads.
Separate ways. So he's asking what were your favorite songs at that time?
Oh yeah. So the songs that our favorite was Hotel California.
Classic.
Hotel California by the Eagles. That's almost every time we sing Teacher's Day. Children's Day, Class 10 Farewell. And then Nickelback from, what's the song? How You Remind Me.
Nickelback. This is how you remind me.
Yeah. And then See You in Heaven by the Guardians. So, yep.
So his question brought back some good memories for you.
Yeah.
And
by the way, Ato, I hope like we'll get to hang out some other time. For sure.
Where is he?
I think he's based in Dimapur. And also he's still, I think, doing guitar, because I saw in Nagaland, Ato nephew is like very popular. I think he's about 9 or 10 years old. And he's like...
he plays guitar?
Yeah, he's playing in all, like even in Hornbill, I think... all the big stages.
Really?
And he's also Ato's student.
Wow.
So, Ato, you are doing a good job.
That's amazing. He also asked me, I know my buddy is quite smart and handsome, but how exactly did he make you fall for him? So this goes back a little bit to the first question. It was just an automatic thing. It's hard for me to explain. just meeting with you, or meeting you, talking to you that one day outside the basketball court,
Yeah.
it was instant. It's not like there were, 50 things that I saw because there was no time to see. It was just an instant connection.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say I made the right decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you agree with my friend, I'm handsome?
Of course.
Oh.
I wouldn't marry you if I didn't think you were handsome. Right?
All right.
You have to be attractive.
All right. All right, let's go. What's the next question?
Number 3. How did you guys decide to move to the village? And for Susan, what challenges did you face adapting to the new culture and traditions, especially in Northeast India? That's from Pongenbin on Instagram, and then from Paulin Niam on Facebook. What was your first cultural shock?
Well, let me do this one first.
Yeah.
So let me say, why did we move this one? Yeah.
Why did we
move to India?
Yeah.
At a very young age, I moved away from the village.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was 4, I moved to Ukhrul town, and then from Ukhrul, I moved to Shillong. From Shillong, I moved to Delhi. From Delhi to Dehradun. From Dehradun to Bangalore, and then from Bangalore to Bangkok. In Bangkok, 8 years. So like throughout all my childhood and adult life, I've never lived here in the village,
right.
and also with my parents.
Right.
So when we got married, I think it was me who really have to make you into my side.
It wasn't when we got married, because when we got married, there was no way I was moving
No, I'm saying
here.
after.
Yeah, obviously, but it must have been around COVID.
Yeah.
Because I never imagined we would live here. Never.
So I have to convince my wife that, hey, I really want to be with my parents, with my family, and also be in the village. Growing up, I was really, really tired of the city life. Like you can imagine, from Delhi to Dehradun to Bangalore to Thailand. So that's about 20 years. I'm excluding the Shillong one, because Shillong is not that far, but still, And I think the thing that really started making it worse, me missing home, was during the COVID. Remember, during the COVID in 2020, I have to leave Bangkok, and I went to Nan,
you wanted to get out
to the north of Thailand, just because I really wanted to see the mountains and the rivers.
Yeah.
Because I was really tired of skyscrapers and the city life. So I came back to the village. So we decided, okay, let's go and be there with my parents and in the village for some time. So I moved in October of 2022.
Yeah.
I came and built this house.
Yeah.
And then Susan joined me in 2023. And then this is, we're almost completing 2 years here in the village. So
yeah,
that's how we ended up here.
I never imagined that we would live here, but I also don't feel that you had to convince me. It was a gradual shift, and thinking, all right, we can do it for a couple of years, because I felt really sad that you didn't grow up here. This is your home. This is where your parents are, where your family is, but you were never here.
Yeah.
Except for school holidays, right?
Yeah.
So to me, that is, I just felt very sad that you never lived with your family. So it made sense. Okay, we can come here for a few years. It was hard for me to leave. It was hard for me to leave.
All right. What was the second one?
What challenges did you face adapting to the new culture and traditions, especially in Northeast India, and what was your first culture shock?
So that's for you.
When you are an adult, I think it's very hard to adapt to a new culture. So it depends on what your definition of adapting is. I don't do things the way that most people do things here, and I don't think the way that people think here.
Yeah.
we have to pump the water and carrying around buckets of water, taking bucket showers occasionally. The electricity is a very difficult thing. The culture, there are a lot of things I don't understand. For example, someone has a job that they are paid to do, but they don't do it, and someone else gets paid like a fraction of that.
So that's especially the government sector?
Yeah. Parents not really looking after their kids, like letting them go like roam wild.
Right.
Even when they're small, especially like in this very natural environment where it's just dirt and, I mean, good to play in the dirt, but not to be unsupervised.
Yeah.
Especially when they're small.
Yeah.
The yelling, I wrote about that, towards the beginning of our stay, that I really find that difficult. People could walk like 15 steps and like be closer, but they're yelling, and maybe they think like, oh, I don't want to walk there, I can just yell, it doesn't matter. But I think it's not respectful to other people, but they don't see it that way because everybody does it. Even this morning when I woke up I put the laundry in the sun and you were still sleeping. But the yelling, because they're just right there, right outside. I'm like, please don't yell, like Worchi's still sleeping, but they don't have that concept of like, don't disturb others, because to them it's not disturbing.
So the idea of privacy.
And definitely privacy is not a thing here. I really have a hard time with that.
But also, what are the things that you are adapting?
You mean how am I adapting?
Yeah.
I'm surviving. I just talked about that, like carrying water, and when there's no electricity, using solar and using a power bank. I've never used a power bank before. Literally, I've never used a power bank, right? I still think that is kind of a funny idea, The food, wherever we go, I can generally eat the food. Not all of it.
Right.
Obviously,
It's too spicy.
I don't eat the chutney. I never eat the chutney or the fish, typically. But the rest of the meat, obviously, I love dal with lots of tomatoes and lots of onions, not just plain dal. Rice, I can eat it. I ate lots of rice in Thailand. So when we go places, people are like, oh, can we make something different for you? And at the beginning, okay. But no, I'm like, no, it's all right. I can eat it. And if the meat is too spicy, you clean it.
With my rice.
And the rice a little bit. So I can eat it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of myself, actually. Even though you guys might think, oh, she can hardly eat anything. I'm still proud.
I think you're doing a good job with the food thing. And also, you have taken the public transportation a few times. I think that's also
the taxi.
The public
to the village
to the town.
Oh,
so that's also is adapting.
One time I did by myself, to Ukhrul. And then in Ukhrul, like maybe once or twice in the taxi, but someone helps me. Yeah.
And then now you started to be by yourself in Ukhrul town.
Yeah.
I don't have to be with you, know.
I can do that.
You also know how to bargain? Like here?
No, I don't think I've ever bargained.
Right, let's go to the next one.
Kuth Nienu from Facebook, what's the biggest lesson you've learned from marriage so far? And Life Captured 7349 on YouTube, what have you learned from each other?
All right.
So the biggest lesson you've learned from marriage so far?
I think marriage is difficult. It's not easy.
Are you talking about me or are you talking about marriage in general?
I'm married to you.
Hey! In our village dialect, we say kajam. Kajam means really? Kajam.
Marriage is difficult.
Okay.
But I think God made it that way, If it's too... Because there's a price, and it's precious, so it's worth fighting for.
For sure.
So that's why I think it's worth, even though it's being difficult. And I think there is also no perfect marriage. One of the things that, I mean, there are few of the things that learn about marriage is being like less selfish.
Yeah.
And trying to be more like thinking of like from both sides.
Thinking of the other person.
Yes, because growing up and like being single, you're always thinking about I want to do this, I want to eat that, I will do that, I want these clothes, I want these things, you know. But once you're into marriage, you cannot really think like that. It has to be like, we want this.
Yeah.
We need to have this. We need to go there.
Yeah.
I mean, that doesn't mean like there's no more personal thing, no.
Right.
But the personal things have to be kind of more inclusive now.
Yeah.
So yeah, the idea of selfishness have to be lower.
Right.
And there is also a lot of faith and sacrifice involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, it is hard. And I think when we first got married, that's when I really saw how selfish I am. And that was shocking and scary. Marriage is like a mirror that, you know, when you get married, your face is like right in that mirror and you see yourself for who you really are.
Right.
I think I mean, people in general were selfish, but I think our cultures are different. And so you are better at being married than me. I think both your culture and your personality. You do think of me first, and especially in the village where I'm kind of dependent on you, you have to kind of look after me like a child almost.
But that also, I already know, you know, before I come here.
Before we came,
that's also part of my
calculation.
Yeah.
Right.
Otherwise, see, in order to get something, I also need to give up something or have to sacrifice something, you know?
So going back to marriage, you have to consider the other person first. And that is difficult. And I think also you need to give them the benefit of the doubt. And you need to be quick to forgive.
Yeah.
And when there's an issue, you need to talk.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't like to share what's in our hearts, but we need to.
And also we need to be more gracious, you know?
Yeah, giving the benefit of the doubt, like not assuming the worst.
Yeah.
Assuming, you know, good motives and good intentions.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, question number...
Still on number 4, second part of number 4. What have you learned from each other?
Standing up for myself. Be more direct, because in my nature, like I'm very kind of indirect, but kind of like more Asian, you know?
Right.
And also with money, like I'm good with money, but the way that like how you guys like plan out, how you
track it. Yeah.
Like, for us, we just try to think and like try to calculate, and then in 5 months you forget everything, you know?
Yeah. I hate that feeling.
The money thing and time, the idea of, and also the utilizations of time, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, those are the few things right now that I can think of.
Okay. I would say I've learned many things from you, and I've thought about this before, but never actually written things down. I think the key is really to write things down when you're thinking of it, or else you're going to forget. But in Bangkok, after we got married, I started like not throwing things away, like reusing things more often. And kind of like in the village, I see that no one throws anything away, which like something's new to go in the garbage, you know? But you can reuse things. And I mean, even like containers, because those are really valuable here, because you guys mostly don't buy things in containers. That's a small thing, but I think you are a calm person. You are an easygoing person. So that is like something that I I need. You don't freak out in bad situations. You stay calm. So I've learned that. I want to absorb that. You appreciate the beauty of where we live.
Oh, I do, yeah.
Sometimes I get stuck in the difficulties and forget the beauty.
Right.
So maybe to slow down and appreciate that, pay attention to people, not be so addicted to the clock or so driven by the clock.
Right.
I think I'm very driven by the clock and you're like not at all driven by the clock. So if we could meet somewhere in the middle. But I've learned a lot from you. I think that's one thing, that's one very good thing about being married to someone from another culture. Now, even if we're the same culture, I can still learn a lot of things from you.
Let me just add one more. I think with you, because you already know like how I'm more like relaxed and just like
calm.
A lot of the things are calm. So a lot of the things I'll just put things at the last minute.
Yeah.
But you like to plan ahead and you already know like what we'll do on Monday. When you go to Krul, you already know like this.
Make a list.
We need to go to this shop. We buy this.
Yeah.
We need to meet this person. For me, like I have an idea, but I have no plan.
Right.
So that's something that also.
I mean, time is precious, and I that is my biggest resource. Yeah. Even though I live in the village and I feel like I have more time, there's still a lot of things I want to do. Still a lot of things that need to get done.
Right.
Number 5, Kia Sutong, Instagram. Why or how are you guys such a perfect couple? What's the secret behind respecting and accepting your differences?
Okay, we'll cut short this one. I'll answer it. It's good to know that you are thinking we are a perfect couple, but just to let you know, we are not perfect.
And we're not a perfect couple.
And we're not perfect.
That doesn't
couple.
exist.
Yeah. So we struggle a lot, but that doesn't mean it's not getting better. I think when we have issues, difficulties, we need to work it out. So that's the beauty of marriage, right? Also trying to learn the other person, the way you think and the way I think, the way you do things, I do things. So to let you know, we are not perfect, but we try to work it out. And I think we have a lot of differences, but the one thing that we have in common is we have the same faith. And I think that's really helped us because that's setting us the boundary. At the same time, that's setting us the middle, like being the middle one. So that's where we have to come.
That's our common ground.
Yes. So that's how we try to manage things when things are rough.
Right. And we have our own weaknesses and we have our own immaturities and our own flaws that we bring into the marriage. So we're always working those out. And I think as we get older, we become more mature and just, better character, stronger character. We'll know each other better. We'll understand each other better as, the longer we are.
Just like this is our 10 years of marriage. So when we look back, the first 2 or 3 years of our marriage, now it's like we're like so much better. So
the first year was hard.
So just like a tips from me personally, I think we need to give time. Try to give time. Don't be in too hurry in making decisions because that's what we see. Marriages breaks down because there is expectation involved, there is opinion involved, there is way of habits, like the habits are involved. And these are the things that really affect, like small things accumulate and then you can't handle it, so you blow up and you say, oh, you are like that, or you are always we used to, and that's not true.
Right.
So just give time, like work out the first 3 years, 2 or 3 years, and you'll get to know the other person, strength and the weaknesses. All right?
Yeah.
Let's go to the next question.
Oh, wait, what's the secret behind respecting and accepting your differences?
I think I already answered. We have the same faith.
Okay.
So that's like our common ground. At the same time, that's where our boundary is.
And we love each other. I mean, I love you.
Of course.
So it's not an issue of I need to accept this or respect that. Also, when I look at you, I don't see Naga I don't see Asian. I don't see whatever labels. I just see my husband.
Right.
Because before you are Naga or Asian or blah, 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 whatever label, you're my husband.
Right. Well, that's...
So, right?
Yeah.
That's more important than...
I never thought of that way, but now when you say, I also I realize like that,
and obviously, like, it's very interesting to people here because this kind of marriage is not common.
Right.
And so to them, they're seeing, oh, it's a foreigner. But when you look at me, you're not thinking she's a foreigner. Like, we're husband and wife. And no matter where we live, I mean, I think it was good that we were in Bangkok at the beginning because we kind of created our own culture.
Right.
You can take your Naga culture, I can take my American culture, and we can kind of meet in the middle. Here, it's a little different because we are fully in your culture, but this is our house. This is our marriage. We can decide our specific culture.
Correct.
And I think one other thing I want to say is, before we got married, my dad warned me. He said, Susan, there are 5 things that you want to have in common to have an easier marriage. So I think it was faith, culture, education, family background, and financial status. So if those things are similar, or if those things are the same, your marriage is going to be much easier. So my parents, you know, we shouldn't compare our marriage because we're totally different.
Yeah, all marriages are so different.
Right, but they have a much easier marriage than we do because those 5 things are pretty much the same. I mean, small differences. But so my dad said, if you have only one of those, it's going to be tougher. So I went into it with that information knowing we're going to have a harder time because we're going to have cultural conflicts.
Right.
We might have cultural conflicts until we die.
Correct.
You know? So it's a fact of life of this kind of marriage.
All right, let's go to the next.
Number 6, what part of your story, this is from Ayui Rung Sung Now.
Okay.
Can you help me?
That's
Can you
correct.
say that faster?
Ayui Rung Sung Now.
Okay, a little bit faster on Instagram. What part of your story do you now see as God's quiet preparation for the purpose you're living out today?
Oh, that's deep. That's also difficult.
That's easy for me.
Okay.
I lived in Fiji in high school, which is half Indian. That's when I first heard Hindi and Hindi music. And I had curry, which I loved, and roti, which I loved. So I had that introduction as a young person. And then living for 12 years in Thailand, it's a fairly similar culture to Naga culture. So those were kind of stepping stones, although nothing can prepare you for living in the village. But yeah, I think every experience hopefully builds on the past and prepares you.
Well, looking back, I don't know, this is really hard for me to answer because I don't know what phase or part of my life is preparing me to marry an American wife, because I never thought I'll be marrying an American, you know?
Never thought I would marry a Naga. I didn't even know what a Naga was.
So that's why it's really hard for me to say. Of course, like learning English at a young age, going to Shillong, I know that could help, but that was never part of my imagination, you know?
But Bangkok certainly helped.
Yes.
Going to another country.
Yes. But prior to Bangkok, I already have like people from
some exposure
to the Western culture
in Dehradun and in Bangalore.
Yeah. So for me, like no specific.
But also like your education has prepared you
for sure
for now. Not just for me, but just for life in general.
I mean, learning at schools and colleges, actually we learn more about the Western civilizations, the Western culture, than our own Naga culture.
So who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
Give me another famous president.
The 16th president.
Who is that?
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln. Okay, good.
Tell me anything. I'll give you left and right. You guys have the Democrats and the Republicans.
That's right, we do.
The red and the white, the blue states.
The red and the blue. That's right. But I think
the West Coast, the East Coast, like, or the idea of like California, you know, like it's so popular with the movies. So those are already, I already know, but never imagine like that.
But I think, yeah, every experience prepares you for the next. And hopefully we use those experiences correctly, which I don't always use those correctly or think of those and use those as seasons of preparation.
Okay, let's go next.
7, Tia Wabang or Wabang. Wabang. Tia Wabang Yemsong from Facebook.
Okay, he's my friend.
When should I expect myself to congratulate you on becoming parents?
Okay. I think these questions have been like one of the constantly and always asking questions, even not only on this, but this is also one of the most asked questions in this series. But also like every now and then whenever we post on YouTube or Facebook, Instagram, people always keep like, when are you having kids? When are you becoming a father? You know, I think this is where it is. In our culture, we are okay to ask these things, but in some culture, asking this kind of question is like not taken as a polite.
It's invasive, insensitive.
Yes, but to be like answering that, I think life and death is in the hand of God as a Christian. That's what I believe. So children, when we have children or when we doesn't have a children, I think it's part of God's plan. So yeah, I'll just say that. Okay, so now what's the next question?
Next question is, Worchi, are your mother-in-law and father-in-law nice? Actually, this is an unexplored topic. Is it not?
So this question is asked by your mom.
This is my mom's question, obviously. So go ahead.
Yes. The answer is they are not only nice, but they are wonderful.
Okay. My parents are awesome. I love my parents.
Yeah. So I'm very grateful to God about that. I have a really wonderful mother-in-law and father-in-law. They are very both generous, very helpful, and always ready to have conversations, always ready to spend time with us whenever we need, you know. And not only that, they are also not like reserved to give suggestions and feedback.
Yeah, and if we want it, they'll give it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and also they also love the Lord, like so that's another great thing. So.
And they love you.
For sure, yeah. That's why I'm saying. For sure. I also see like they love me and they are happy that I married you, you know?
Right. The next question is from Rensimla R. Shimre on Facebook. What are the biggest culture shocks Susan faces in Manipur or in India? So I can maybe speak about India as a whole. And do you guys have plans to move to the US in the future? I think I've spoken just about your culture, so I can speak a little bit broader. The fighting in Manipur, I would say, is something I'm not used to. And in India as a whole, there is not a lot of personal space, like people come and stand like right next to you. I really struggle with some of the things here. And again, some people would be fine with them. I have some friends that they wouldn't even think about that, you know, but, and then I think sometimes the staring is obviously not appreciated. And then I would say the garbage. Garbage everywhere.
Yeah.
That's one other thing I'm not used to. The second part, do you guys have plans to move to the US in the future?
Yes, because I don't think we can live here permanently in the village. And also Susan's parents, they are in the US, so at some point we'll have to go and take care of them. But we don't know when.
I guess, you know, half of this marriage I'm American, half is Naga. So maybe they think it makes sense that we live in both places, but for me, I don't think so much about the place as about the purpose. What am I supposed to do? And then whatever place that is, that's where it is. So yeah, I think because my parents are there and it's the children's responsibility to take care of them when they're old.
Yeah.
That obviously that needs to be a part of our plan. And I asked you this maybe last week. I asked you, where do you want to die? And your answer?
Here.
Here. So maybe we will be buried in your family area. Yeah, here in the village.
Yeah.
The last one is this is from Salute D Amor on Instagram. What do you do for a living? How do you manage your traveling? How do you manage to travel the world?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, the traveling is mostly behind us for this time. Obviously, we had jobs in Thailand and we saved money to travel.
Yeah.
And we both are not big spenders. I wouldn't have married you if you were a big spender. Now I sell some teaching products on the internet.
Well, I also, I'm a teacher, so I teach with the youths here in my place. And I get paid from YouTube and also Facebook. Hopefully Instagram will start paying me very soon. So yeah, those are our income. And then, living in the village is not that expensive comparing to different other places.
Yeah.
We already have the house, so we don't have to pay the rent.
Right.
The firewood we get in the jungle.
Right.
The water we just have here.
From the stream.
Electricity we are paying through a community. So the only thing, of course, that doesn't mean we don't spend. We spend a lot.
Right.
We spend our most money on food and then
gas,
transportation. No. Thank you. It's been like we spent almost 2 hours for this shooting, or if we start from the beginning, like 4 hours. But we're happy it's done. Actually, there's still a lot more of questions. So if you guys are interested, just let us know in the comments. We can do part 2. But just let us know. We still have. I know we haven't answered many of your questions, but then. I think also we are trying to be honest, we try to give our honest answers. Just to let you know, we haven't even gone through the questions before. I just put all the questions together and then we just did it straight away in the camera. Just to let you know, we did not discuss.
We don't prepare or practice.
But there's no need to prepare, because this should be like.
We have brains and we can think.
No, this should be also spontaneous and honest.
Yeah.
No sugarcoating, So anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you're still watching right now,